The first thing we like to know about a kitchen tool is how do we clean it? Well, the good news about the Mockmill is the way we clean it is simply to grind some grains. I'll show you how that works. First of all, we'll take it apart. This mill has been used over and over again for quite a number of weeks. And in fact, if I open it up, and we're proud that you can open it up really quite simply and easily this way, and I take a look inside, I'll see that I've got a little bit of flour in there and some formation of a bit of residue. I'd like to have that clean. Well, how do I do it? Very, very simply. Put my mill together, set it over there on a fairly coarse setting, close her up, go ahead and tighten that down. We turn the mill on, and I'm going to take some regular white rice, not parboiled, please, and I'm going to take just a little handful of it. And on that coarse setting, I'm going to drop it on through. And if it's not milled, I'll tighten down my setting just a little bit. And mill that again. There we go. I like what that looks like, and I'm going to put it through once more. And that's about it. And when I open my mill up, take it apart to inspect it, I'll find that it's all nice, brand spanking clean. That's as simple as it is. So if you have any doubts, all you have to do, every once in a while, drop a little rice through your Mockmill. You'll clean it right out. Well, what happens if through some mishap you get it really, really, really dirty inside? Let's take a look at what we do in that case. I have a Mockmill 100 over here in which somebody thought to mill some chia seeds, not thinking about how oily those actually are. They should have been milled together with some dry grains, but that wasn't done. And so let's take a look at what we've got. Take it apart. Open her up, take a look inside, because right now nothing's going through this mill. Why is that? Oh gosh, I can see why, because I've got a really thick layer of oily residue on here from those chia seeds. And that's what will happen. The Mockmill's not made to mill oily or wet substances. Well, what am I going to do? You won't believe it. I'm just going to mill some rice. The same way I did for the normal cleaning. This time I'm ready to go a little bit longer. I'm going to mill the rice over and over again until I'm satisfied that the mill should be clean inside. Now that sounds like a lot of work, but it's actually only going to take me a few minutes. I'll set it over there on a fairly coarse grind. Close her up. Screw it in, tighten it down, turn it on. Take this time about a cup of rice. I've let it go through on a really coarse grind, so I'm going to tighten it down just a little bit. Run it through a couple of times until I feel comfortable with how coarse it is. There we go. I suspect that by now the Mockmill is pretty clean inside. So we'll take a look as soon as it's finished here. There we go. Take it off, open her up, and lo and behold, my Mockmill is nice and clean. No signs of residue left in there. A little bit here that I can knock off easily with my fingers, and we're ready to go. There I've made out of what was a pretty big mess, a pretty clean mill. I may like to, actually I look at this and I decide, no, I'm going to run that rice through a couple more times just to make sure that I get it really clean. I can brush some outside residue off here, because in actuality that she did make quite a mess for me. So there we go. I'll do the same thing over again, putting it in a fairly coarse setting. You notice I didn't put the lever back in because I'm going to leave it right there. So let's see now. And that's the way I want to see it. All nice and clean. No sign of the shear left. There we go. And that's how I clean a really messy Mockmill. Took me just a few minutes. So don't worry. If your Mockmill's not perfectly clean inside, just mill some grain. Thanks for watching.